Hello. Welcome to another episode of New to Weeaboo. This is the second one.
The second one.
For the month of March.
Electric Boogaloo?
No, not quite. I'm Nemesis, and that voice you heard also is Alcatraz. Yeah. Yeah. We got another anime thing to talk about today. Actually, this one's actually just over a year old now. This one is A Place Further in the Universe, one of my other favorites of 2018, actually. This one actually is debatably one of the best, possibly, if you had a really convincing argument, better than Zombieland Saga, but I still like Zombieland Saga, but this one's actually really good in itself. Before we get to that, though, a couple things I actually want to say, I guess, that's happened during or since we last recorded. I mean, the Anime Awards happened, Zombieland Saga lost everything except one nomination.
Aww.
The only thing they won was Best Voice Actor for Japanese, and that was Mamoru Miyano as Kotaro. He's the only thing that won. Lily lost Best Girl. They lost Anime of the Year. Lost everything but that one.
Lost everything.
Everything was nominated for, lost except for one, which is unfortunate. Really deserved better.
It deserved to win something else. It was a good anime.
Yeah, but my thing, Best Girl's probably lost because of waifu people and a certain subset of the anime fandom who don't like Lily for reasons.
Lily is the best. Well, definitely up there. I do have my own personal preferences to Saki, but
I'm pretty sure if Tai was in that nomination, she would have won by a huge margin. But
yeah.
The other thing is this is something that was kind of happening while we recorded, but I didn't really know a whole lot about at that point. Vic Mignogna has been completely severed from everything. So
oh right,
Mignogna, I don't care how to pronounce his last name, honestly. Vic. But the creeper is gone.
Good. Evil is defeated.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something that's been an open secret for decades, and now it's finally something's happening. Took long enough.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's not really in our wheelhouse, just because he's an English dubber, and I don't tend to watch English dubs, just not out of elitism, just because it forces me to pay attention, because I actually have to read what's on screen again, just kind of lose focus and go, what's going on? Looking at other screens or whatever, because I have to actually look at that screen. But anyway, moving on though to the actual anime thing. Yeah, again, Place Further in the Universe. I actually, again, really like this one a lot. It's this one I got to watch while it was coming out, so that was nice. Came out last winter.
Yeah,
in January, along with several other things. 2018 was a crazy year. This was also the same time that Pop Team Epic was coming out. I mean,
oh geez,
yeah, watch that one too.
Pop Team Epic.
A Place Further in the Universe, actually, ostensibly, it's more or less about 4 high school girls going to Antarctica. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that. But
why?
But why, though? Yeah, 4 girls who are going to Antarctica. That's the setup, and that just kind of gets all of it going, really. And they are, let's see, gonna list them off. Marie Tamaki, or Kimari. That's how they know her as, and she's ostensibly the main character, but
they're all kind of main, but she's the first one. Yeah, she's the first one.
And then there's Shirase
Kabuchizawa.
Yeah, she's there. And then Hinata Miyake and Yuzuki Shirashi. Yeah.
Shirashi. Yeah.
These are the 4 characters. These main characters, of course, other ones, but they're the ones that are the most important.
Those are the 4 main ones. The rest of them are supporting characters.
Yeah, the thing is, all 4 of them are massive dorks.
Yep.
And it's part of the reason why they're so likable as characters.
They're dorks.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the things about this one, is that there's actually a lot of stuff going on with all 4 of them have a thing. They all have a reason they need to go to Antarctica. They all get something big out of it, really.
Yeah.
Not just going to Antarctica, which is of itself a big thing.
Although one of them is a bit interesting.
Yeah.
Of the 4, Yuzuki is a bit different.
Yeah. Well, gonna get into that, but yeah, it's just all 4 of them have a reason to go. They even have a neat reason they need to go. There's something that for all of them, Kimari, her whole thing is she just wants to go on an adventure or something before she graduates high school, because otherwise she feels like she's kind of wasted her youth. She needs to do something big.
Yep.
And also, there's also the little undercurrent of she might have some dependency issues with her best friend. She's highly dependent on her.
Right. Yeah.
And that was a whole blow up in, before the midway point.
Yeah, the whole thing with Megumi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that whole thing was, even Megumi there was also pretty upset because, well, she liked having someone who needed her. And now she doesn't need her anymore. And that was the whole thing. It was like, yeah, Kimuri's growing up. Then part of it's because she's going to Antarctica and she needs to.
Yep.
So that's something she needed, and then she kind of needed to get out of the rut in her life. Then you got Shirase. She's kind of the big one. She's honestly, I would argue she's
the catalyst.
I would actually argue she is secretly the actual main character.
Yeah, I could definitely see that argument.
Because she's the one who starts it all off. Because
she's the one who was going. And
regardless, and her whole thing is she wants to go there because she needs closure regarding her mom, because her mom died in Antarctica.
Yep.
And that's the big thing. Is like I think that's the biggest one. It's like
it's the main drive.
Yeah, she needs to go because she needs closure.
Yeah.
And then you got Hinata there, who's she's a high school dropout.
Yeah.
And that's
a high
interesting
school
in itself.
And she's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, her biggest thing is just she just wants to do something. She's kind of similar to Kimari, but she just wants to do something big and special. Yeah. Partially just kind of rub it into some other people's faces. I can still succeed even though I dropped out.
Yeah.
I could do something cool. Watch. Here I go.
She's got something to prove.
Yeah. And then you got Yuzuki. She needs friends.
Yep.
She desperately needs them, and she gets them.
Yep.
That's the thing. She needs real friends.
Real friends.
The part of it was just like some girl she met who just were trying to befriend her just because she's famous.
Yep.
Because that's the thing. She's a
child TV star.
Yeah, she was a TV star, an actress.
Yep, child actress.
And yeah, that's in and of itself, those four, that's just, all of them have an important thing, and they all get what they need through the course of it. The only thing is, I feel Yuzuki kind of, hers goes by real fast. Like hers is the most quickly solved, I guess.
Yeah,
it's within a few episodes. It's okay. She's got her friends now.
Yeah, there was a few episodes to try and figure out, exactly what she's needing, because she didn't. It's been interesting.
They presented it pretty quick. Like
they did present it pretty quickly, and it was really the first one that they solved, I guess, because the rest of them were to be solved in Antarctica.
Yeah,
but
even then though, hers did kind of reemerge real briefly towards the end of the series as well. Her little friendship thing, because towards the end is kind of she had that doubt moment, I guess.
Yeah.
But for the most part, most of her thing was like within a few episodes. It's like, yeah, before they get to Antarctica, it's like she's realizing these are her now. I guess her friends,
real friends.
It was funny because she's thinking they're all best friends. Like we barely know each other.
It's like we've only known each other for a couple months.
We're like a month. We've known each other for like a month. It's like, wait, what? Oh, because she doesn't even understand how friends work.
No, because she's never really had friends, because she was basically born into stardom, and everything was provided for her,
and
her schedules were made for her. And
so she was pulled out of school a lot.
Yeah, so she was pulled away from any friends she could have made. So she doesn't know.
And then now it's the point when she got famous. Any friends she makes, there's always that doubt. Well, why are they my friend?
They're only my friends because they want to be connected.
And
to
it turns
famous.
out often that was the case. Like we saw that she tried to make some friends, and they just wanted immediately. The first thing they wanted was a picture with her to show that they've met this star.
Yep.
And then eventually they just kind of bailed out on her because it's like, well, we can hang out with her and show her. So she was so busy. It's like, eesh.
Yeah, of course, she picked like the worst two of the entire school.
Possibly. Well, we don't know what that school's like.
Because those were the same two that were making fun of Shirase, if I remember correctly.
No, that's adult. She went to a different school entirely.
Oh, because I think because it looked like they were the same.
No, they weren't. The other thing is, Yuzuki's also a year younger than everyone else.
Yep. That was her. She was like, yeah. Because she was freshman. She was just not freshman. It was first year,
which is for us that'd be equivalent of a sophomore.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's
Japanese schools are 3 years.
3 years.
Because that's how they do things.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Even though she's a year younger, she often comes across as the most mature of the four of them. Not always, but often.
Not all the time, but a lot. And probably because she's been dealing with adults all the time, so you pick that up.
And she's been working for
working
10 years or so.
She wants to get what she didn't get.
Childhood.
A childhood, friends, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. The other thing is she's also really perceptive sometimes. Like that one episode with the tickets, they're the passport, I should say, and she's just like, "What's going on?
You're hiding something.
You're hiding something." No, I'm not. You're hiding something. She's the first one to pick up something's up.
Yeah. Probably again from having to be around adults all the time.
Also, I think is just actress knows when acting's happening.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, so the problem is I feel like she's kind of the character that didn't really get a whole lot to do once her story was over. She just kind of was there for large chunks of it.
Yeah,
it's a little unfortunate because she is in herself a kind of interesting character. I mean, there's that whole thing she had later on, which that it could come back pick up, which is she got an offer to do a TV drama.
Oh yeah,
or whatever it was, a comedy or whatever it was. It was a TV show. She got an offer to do it, and the thing was, she's like, but if I do this, I'm gonna lose my friends because I'll be too busy and stuff. And they're like, and that's where her whole crisis came on in that one episode. Yeah. And they're like, we'll still be friends.
We don't care. We'll show up for your drama too.
We understand. Also, her meeting a fan on the expedition. He just keeps looking at her every once in a while, and she's like, "What?" And then finally, he just gets the courage to have her sign her.
He didn't even get the courage. His friend pushed him.
Still courage to actually do it rather than running away.
Him. No, you're doing this.
It's still courage to do it, not just run away.
Yeah,
he could have just ran. And get her single sign because that's apparently a thing, and I didn't know this until recently. Japanese actors are pretty much also expected to be able to sing, just because, yeah.
I guess
you just got to have a big ol' list of
skills
now if you want to be an actress in Japan. You got to be able to sing and dance too.
Sing the whole song and dance.
Yep. Whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
The other characters though, Hinata, she's also a very interesting character.
Yes, Hinata's definitely got things going on.
One of the things I like about her, she just makes up these profound sounding quotes.
Yep.
And then quotes them back.
That?
Who said
I
that?
did.
Me. And she always looks so smug happy about it.
Yeah.
It was me.
Me. And then her friends kind of make fun of that too. That sounds like something Hinata would say.
Yeah.
That came up a couple times.
Yeah. She's also the shortest one, like short. Shirase, I think, is like a full head taller than her.
Okay, I think Shirase is just tall.
No, it's even then, still, it's just kind of like, wow. That height difference you can see is like... One other thing is that I liked it was as a thing where early on they were trying to, before it was just three of them, they're trying to get into the expedition, right? And, because, there's a whole thing like, they kind of have to convince them to let them in because they're high schoolers. You don't bring high schoolers to an Antarctic expedition. And so they're the whole thing, and they're trying to get in there, and then they had the whole fight about how to get in, and part of the plan was seducing the guys,
seducing one of them,
and all of them are really bad at it. And Shirase in particular is like, I can't do it because they know who I am, and then they get spotted.
Yep.
And Shirase says run. And there's the thing, they remark how Hinata is really fast.
Really good at that.
She's a really fast runner, huh? And that's I like that because later on it's revealed she used to be on track.
Yep.
Or track and
that's
field back in her,
kind of where the problem started.
Yeah, but that's just kind of interesting. It's just kind of like this little thing that kind of, is not a...
Yep.
It's not really just explained until later. It's like, aha, it's a little... I like that little thing. Just drop a little detail that's not really, you don't see, it doesn't seem important until later.
Yep. It is important, but you don't realize it till later, and it's not like one of those obvious things. This is going to come up later.
Not quite a Chekhov's gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was later on. It turns out part of the reason she dropped out was, she was on track, and she was a first year, and they told her bunch of her friends on the track team also encouraged her to go ahead and go all out and try, to be selected for this big meet, even though it's like, the tradition is let the third years do it because it's their last chance. And she went all out and got selected, and everyone got all pissed off at her. Yep. And then her friends immediately just turned out, we told her not to do it.
Yep. Kind of got stabbed in the back.
She's like, screw this, I'm out.
Yep. Got a lot of hurt from that. That was definitely a thing.
So she has a few trust issues.
Yeah. She's got a lot of issues.
Yeah, if you see that, because one of the, she doesn't like it when people are trying to be considerate of her. Again,
Yeah,
stemming from this.
one of the things later in the series, I'm gonna call it the passport arc.
The passport arc.
Passport arc.
The episode, yeah.
Yeah, because I can't remember if it was just one
was
episode
one
or if it was
episode.
multiple.
It was just
that
one
it stretched
episode.
over. The whole deal between Hinata and Shirase,
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing, both of their insecurities were just butting heads. And they were both being self-sacrificing.
Yep.
It's like, no, I don't want other people. I don't want to get in the way of someone else. And no, I can't let them do this to themselves. I have to. Yeah, borderline codependency there for both Shirase and Hinata. It was definitely interesting watching that come to head.
Yeah.
All because Shirase and Hinata forgot that they handed her the passport to hold.
Yeah, Shirase was holding the passport because, that was the whole thing was Hinata thought she lost it.
Yep.
They couldn't find it, and it turns out Shirase had been holding it the whole time in her little clutch.
The whole time, but
And she goes to put away because they bought new tickets so they could all, go together. Because that was the whole thing was like, well, we can get a new passport, but it's going to take a bit. And so we're going to, rather than having her go alone later, we're going to, and that was the whole thing, is the whole problem was they had to get business class tickets.
Yeah,
left.
yeah, they couldn't delay the tickets they had in order to go later.
Because the flight was booked.
And Hinata was like, no, go now, and I will catch up later. And then Shara says, no, we're not doing that. I'm going to drop my 1,000,000 yen.
Yeah, the 1,000,000 yen
and buy new tickets, but the only ones that they could buy that late
were business class,
which
took all of the 1,000,000 yen.
Yes.
Because business class tickets are freaking
They're
expensive.
incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
I just like just going to put it away and goes,
oh no.
The face.
Yeah, the face. Fortunately, when you buy your tickets at the airport, you have plenty of time, usually up to like 24 hours before the flight to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
You don't often get that if you do it online.
Yeah. The other thing was with the track team friends. That's what spurred a lot. How we found out about is they tried to contact her via the
that was
video call.
Later, that was
they just came in there acting like nothing happened. And she's like, "Well," she's just like, "Nope, I'm gonna go now." No, it's just we finding out that they're just, and then that's led to big, Shirase just kind of telling them off super hardcore.
The piss off moment.
Yeah.
Yep. Shirase just got ticked at what they were doing because basically their friends are gonna come back because you're famous now. We want part of this. It's basically the same thing that was happening with Yuzuki.
Yep.
It's like, no, I'm not gonna let you do this.
No, you don't get to just pretend everything's fine.
Yeah.
You know, just to sweep that under the rug and just, no.
Yeah.
This is my friend, and I'm not going to let you hurt her again.
Yep.
And speaking of Shirase, though, her whole thing is like, her as a personality, I think she's wound up being my favorite character because of how she acts and everything. She goes from super bashful and awkward and stuff, she's like that, and then she'll just snap over to just get things done, no nonsense.
Yep, no nonsense.
Hardcore
Usually
mode.
Angry, too.
Yeah. And that's the whole thing. Part of it is also she wants to go Antarctica. She wants to go for closure, but also because she wants to rub on everyone's faces.
Yep.
Because everyone's like, "You're never going to Antarctica. Don't be ridiculous." And she's like, "I'm going."
I'm going.
Because she got made fun of a lot.
Yep. They actually nicknamed her Antarctica because of that.
Yeah.
Usually as an insult.
Yep. And she's, I'm gonna say in your face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say in your face and stuff like that. It's just she'll flip flop between these two extremes on the drop of a hat, and it's kind of just funny. Yeah. That's particularly when she just realizes what she's been doing or saying, and then goes, "Oh no, can't believe I did that,"
and then try and put her in front of the camera, and she locks down. Starts stuttering. It's like, nope, I can't do this.
And also sticking microphones literally in people's faces,
in their face.
Right up against great. And then they're trying to get her. Just trying to signal to her to pull the microphone away. You got it. Move the microphone. Oh no. Yeah, that was pretty great. And also like just penguins, penguin. Yeah, really like penguins.
I'm so happy, but they're stinky. They smell so bad. But I'm so happy that they stink. But I'm so happy.
Help me.
Penguins. Penguins are great.
The other thing was we were introduced to her just because literally she ran by Kimari real fast and dropped her money.
Dropped 1,000,000 yen on the ground.
Yeah, which is roughly about $10,000, so give or take.
Yeah.
But yeah, she drops on the ground, and then the next day, Kamari's like trying to figure out who, if she, knew she had to go to the same school and trying to find her, and then finds her freaking out in the bathroom because she lost 1,000,000 yen, which understandable.
Understandable. Yes.
I'd lose my mind if I lost $10,000.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just they meet, and she's just kind of like, I think this is yours, and Shirase being all intensing and just like stalking right up to her face, and just like this Kamari's just backing up, and
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
Thank you.
Remembered her. It was interesting how Kimari remembered. It was the back of her head and what she smelled like.
Yeah, it's like
huh.
But yeah, the other thing was I liked about was this? It was just some of the stuff Shirase would say, like things like "I'm terrible, aren't I?" or something like that. Stuff like that. I'm a jerk. Do you care? Nope.
Nope.
Some of the weird things she'd say.
Yeah.
Or just little things she'd be doing in the background while other stuff's happening. The last one, or like during the end bit, like last one, reluctantly singing at the end.
Yeah. Just
No,
the
it's
faces she
embarrassing.
makes when they take pictures. Like that one group picture they show up. She's posing for it, but then I think it was Hinata popped up with.
They're like,
and she's just this face.
yeah. Everyone else is smiling. No. She's just like, shocked and confused.
Shocked and confused is basically Shirase's normal state.
Yeah, except when she's focusing on it.
It's either shocked and confused or angry and determined.
Yeah. And then Kimari is she's kind of a dork in the sense that she's not the smartest person.
She's not the brightest, but
there's also the thing like she has these habits that the other three find really annoying. Like the whole she'll just spread out all over the place when she's sleeping.
Yeah.
And she talks in her sleep in a really creepy way. Like she'll literally open her eyes, say a weird thing, and then close her eyes and go. And I was like, what?
Yep.
So there's that whole thing when they actually all play rock, paper, scissors to see who'd have to sleep in the same bed as her.
Yep. The loser has to get the bed.
And she just doesn't what's wrong?
Oh.
Or the thing is it I cut my own bangs all the time. That explains a lot.
That explains everything. Yeah.
Yeah, there's also the we're talking Kimari. It's just her whole thing. The first time she tries to, her whole thing. I'm gonna ditch school and I'm gonna go off and do a thing, and then she just bails out immediately.
That was actually the other thing I was gonna just bring up before you did. That was right in the beginning, and that part resonated really well.
Establishes the character really well.
The whole she wants to do things, but she basically talks herself out of it and scares herself out of it. What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? How does? Yeah, holy crap!
She says something like, "I'd rather regret not doing it than regret failing."
And it's like, holy crap! Ouch. That's way too real.
Yeah, just a little.
That is way too real. So that one resonated with me a lot. She needed a catalyst. She needed someone to go with.
Yeah, she needed someone to
push her. And that's
Shirase.
That's so me, I guess, for that one.
Go! Do the thing.
Sometimes that's all you need is that push or someone there to guide you and pull you along.
And that was the thing was that was interesting part was her best friend is was kind of inadvertently preventing her from growing as a person.
Yeah, the whole thing with
dependency.
Megumi.
Yeah, the whole dependency thing.
Again, I wouldn't use the term doesn't quite fit in this case, but it's almost similar to a gaslight situation.
Yeah.
As I say, it's not quite. I wouldn't say it is, but it makes me wonder about Megumi, where her dependency and such. She needs someone to depend on her, and that's almost a narcissistic thing.
Yeah.
Almost. A little bit different, but it is interesting. And yeah, Megumi was effectively feeding those negative emotions and thoughts to Kimari.
Yeah, we saw
and
that.
keeping her down.
And we even saw she tried to spread rumors and everything to try to stop it.
Yep, and she was being destructive. And it was because of her own problems that she was doing, because she needed someone to depend on her, to give her that.
She enjoyed that so much that she needed that, and she got used to it. When she saw that her best friend was outgrowing that, she freaked out.
Yep.
And decided, in a panic, decided to deal with it in the worst possible way.
Yep. Fortunately, things did get resolved.
Yeah, somewhat.
It
was a weird one.
It was a weird situation.
I'm breaking up with you.
I'm breaking up with you. What?
I didn't know we were that close.
And then you're going to Antarctica. Fine, I'll go
literally to the opposite end
side
of the world and go to the Arctic. It's like, wow.
Wow.
That's almost I'm trying to think of the word I was looking for. That's just like really just like. Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't have the right word. Antagonistic shows up, but that's not the right word either.
Yeah, that's almost petty.
It is petty.
Fine, I'll just get as far away from you as possible.
Literally as far away as I can. Also, it's kind of a showing up kind of a thing. Combination with that. So
yeah. And that's another thing that you're talking about. The Kimari, the whole relatable thing. So much about this is just like, get out of my head, anime.
Yes.
Get out of my head. Not just Kimari.
Like, no, it's not just Kimari.
Because like they either do or say things that's like, this is too real now.
This is too real.
like adulting is hard.
Adulting is
hard.
Yes.
Or what's wrong? Self-loathing.
Right. Yeah.
Stop it. I can't deal with this right now.
It's like the joke with the scroll of truth.
Yeah.
No, I don't want that.
Not like this. This is, all four of them are really fun characters just in general. And they're just, because they're super relatable. They're four dorks, and that's what makes it really nice. And just, they all have, their problems are all things that you can identify with in some way.
Yep. And they're all unique.
Mm-hmm.
They're all unique. They have, well written plot lines. No one is there just to be there.
Yeah.
Everyone is there for a reason.
Well, those four anyway.
Yeah, of those four. I mean, supporting characters are always there just to support the main characters. That's why they're called supporting characters. But yeah, all the main characters have a reason to be there. There's not like filler or fluff characters. I don't think there was really much filler or fluff anywhere, really.
Not really. Also, this other thing that does is just generally, this is just lots of funny moments in there, largely stemming from their dorkiness.
Yep, a lot of funny little moments. Seeing them be awkward. A lot of little awkward moments between them.
The whole ticket thing. It's just, you got Shirashi yelling broken English at the airline employee. Just random broken English trying to get new tickets.
Yep.
Stuff like that. Some of the faces they pull are just amazing and funny. Just weird stuff, like very good when they get to Antarctica and like find out, it's stupidly cold here, or the whole seasickness thing.
Oh, the whole seasickness thing.
Yep. It's like, oh geez, I'm glad I don't get motion sickness.
Yep.
Because I don't know if I could take that.
Yeah, I haven't been on a boat that's rocked quite that much for that long, but I've never had that issue on the boats I've been on.
I've been on boats that rock pretty hard.
Yeah. I mean, like, I've been on the ferry.
Yeah.
And they rock every now and then, but not
nothing like that.
Not like that.
Yeah, the sound doesn't really get waves and stuff like that.
And if they did, they'd shut the ferries down.
Yep, pretty much. But I've been on, an international ferry between Canada and the U.S., so that was one. And then the aircraft carrier, that was one that went through some waters which are a bit choppy.
a bit choppy.
You can feel that. And that's a cool. That's, there's also those little details like, oh hey, yeah, there's straps and stuff because, well, you don't want your laptop sliding across the room.
Yep.
Flying off the table.
Slap yourself in too.
I also do like the brick joke of early on when Kimari's packing. She's packing stuff in her sister. You can't pack this much. You have to keep it under a certain weight. And so you don't need this. You don't need this. You do not need a potato peeler. Later on, potatoes with a knife is like, this is why I wanted to bring a potato peeler. And then back to the sister uses the potato peeler at home.
All of a sudden sneezes.
Yeah, I just
that
love
whole
that.
thing. It's interesting.
I love a good brick joke.
Yep. It's interesting how many certain little things are international. The whole sneezing or itching nose means someone's thinking about you.
Yeah.
That's apparently it's the same over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they picked that up from us or what. They picked up a lot of things from the U.S. when we, popped over. It's like, hey, though, how you doing? Yeah, U.S. and Europe and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also, I guess, Gin. She's a supporting character.
Yes, Gin.
The commander's
other mom,
possibly sort of.
Sort of. They didn't really.
It's like she's established. She's a Takako. That's Shirasi's mom. She was her best friend.
Yeah,
Gin was her best friend, and along with a couple other people. But yeah, Gin in particular was best friend, and it's this weird thing of like she was desperately. We see when Takako was alive, and she was desperately trying to get Gin and Shirasi to really get bond. Like, really, that seemed to be really important to her. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, best friend, that makes sense, but it's like you also see there's no dad and stuff, and that this is almost this expectation she wants to again to be like a mother to her. It's like, makes you wonder. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but
no, we're reading perfectly amount into it.
I don't know. But anyway, that's a thing. Because it's weird because the two of them have lots of similar things. They're both really like penguins and stuff.
Yeah, it's interesting. When watching it and seeing the flashbacks, I was seeing a lot of similarities between Gin and Shirase. But I was also kind of seeing some similarities between Takako and Mari. Which is like, A little bit. But we also see Shirase takes a lot after her mother as well. Yeah. Including the just ice cold determination when it's time. Yep. It's time to get serious. Yeah. I was just kind of interested by the seeming parallel going on, although flipped parallel. And also like the ship scene where they're doing the exercise and Shirase's just doing like jump rope no problem. Like they didn't expect her to just be really good at jump roping. Turns out Gin taught her. Yep. That whole thing. It's like I just found it weird, interesting that a dad isn't even mentioned. Never comes up. Never seen. Never talked about. Yeah. Never asked about. Just doesn't exist. That's really part of what really feels is something happened there. Oh yeah, I just remembered. So one of the funniest bits in the whole thing, I think, was when Kimari's trying to tell her mom about going to Antarctica, and she's really hesitant, but then she's like, what if she knows? And then you see stuff like the groceries she picked up is like, does she know? Oh god, does she know? And then it's like, oh, maybe she doesn't, and then finding it, no, she does absolutely know because someone asked her about it. Yep. And that freak out and everything, the whole scene between that, and then also the sister bailing out, and then she tries to escape and try to get out the door. The dad comes home, sees what's going on, closes the door, and braces the door. Dad, no help! Forgive me, my daughter. Forgive me. That was the best. That was great. Yeah, and this, because there's a whole structure of the initial like trying to actually get trying against it because they're told no initially, just no, they can't go. And that's part of why Yuzuki comes into the group is because they find out she's going, and they find out, and then Yuzuki doesn't want to go initially, and so she offers to let them go, or the Shirase go in her place, and then they kind of work out the deal with Yuzuki's mom to, if you can convince her to go, you'll go too. Yeah. And so they do that. That's the whole thing is like initially there's that wall of you can't go, you're high schoolers, and they find a way to get on board, and then they have to actually do the training like in the mountains and stuff to actually be ready to go to Antarctica because it's not going to be easy. Nope. They were telling them, if you're coming along, You're going to be treated as adults.
Yeah, and then the journey to it, including the flight down to Australia and everything, which is why they're...
Yeah, it's because even though the ship started in port in Japan, everyone loads up in Australia.
Yep. Yeah, also the fruit. What was it called? The King of the Fruits. I remember what it was called, but I just remember it was called the King of Fruits.
Oh,
it
right.
Smells hell
It starts
horrible.
with a D.
Yeah. I probably could look up King of Fruits and find it.
Yeah.
Durian.
Yep.
Spiky fruit
Durian
thing.
fruit.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. That whole thing.
That whole
But
thing.
because Shirase and Hinata caused them such trouble, they had to eat it.
Yep. Gotta eat it.
Yeah, that was...
But they definitely needed to go through that whole scene.
Yeah.
To deal with that and discuss things and get that out in the air, because without that, the other scene between them could never have happened.
Yep.
Actually, down in Antarctica, when Shirase realizes what Hinata's going through.
Mm-hmm. You know, seeing Hinata lose her mind out in the snow, just kicking stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, Hinata has got a lot of things going on, but she hides it really well.
Until she can't.
Until she can't. But that's why she ran off to go get pissed off outside where no one could see her.
Yep. Except for the penguins.
But the penguins don't talk.
Yeah. Or do they? We just don't know.
We just don't know.
It's the whole structure of it, just the initial trying and failing to get in, getting in, and then training, and then the journey to, and then actually being in Antarctica and all that stuff, and just like, hey, yeah, it's even inside, it's cold.
Yep.
Even the food is half frozen.
Yep.
Stuff, yeah. If you don't eat your food real fast, it's gonna freeze you before you're done.
Yep.
Because it's
Everything's
cold.
cold.
Even though it's summer down there, so it's daylight all the time.
So the sun never sets. Just because the sun is in the sky does not mean it's warming things up very well.
That's the thing. Part of it is like sometimes it's actually warmer than you think it would be.
Well, yeah, if you're in direct sunlight, you can avoid the wind.
No, it's just like sometimes it's like some days it's like literally it is above freezing because it's summertime and it's summertime.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just all that stuff, and it's like, you know, they have that cool thing, you know, all those cool moments where there's finding new stuff, you know, the you know, pure water, the taking chunks of the icebergs and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Just, you know, all these things you get to see and do, but also having to work hard for all of it because you can't just laze about.
No, you can't, because everyone depends on everyone pulling their own weight.
Also, hey, guess what? Static everywhere because it's cold and dry.
Oh, geez. I've been actually dealing with that in my own house.
Yep.
I have to be careful with what I touch, and every time I get out of my chair, I touch the metal arm.
Yep.
And it zaps me. Ah! Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
For 1,000 volts.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's annoying.
The biggest thing, though, is episode 12.
Okay, we are going to go there, because I was like,
Episode
we want to talk about that.
No, we're not going to talk about. Of course, not. Why would we talk about something
okay.
that's a huge important thing about the
We're
anime?
going to talk about that now.
Let's go
We're
ahead
going
and
to talk
about
about
it
that
now.
because we have to.
Yeah, but episode
That
12
scene,
is
that
the most
whole
heart-wrenching thing I have watched in a long time.
Oh my god, that was heartbreaking.
Because the whole setup is they're going out in the snowcats to basically go to where the last place they saw Takako.
They're going out. There was an outpost that they're building. They're going to build a telescope, and there was the basics already there.
They went out there, and that's what happens. Takako went out and never came back.
Yeah, something happened on their way back.
Yeah.
There was a blizzard condition. Something happened on their way back trying to get through, and
like she got
she got detached from the line somehow, and
that was it.
They couldn't find her.
And she was gone. Because out in a white wasteland, in blizzard, you're gonna get lost real quick. You have no point of
no bearing. No, yeah, you'll lose your bearings almost instantly because there's no point of reference.
No point of reference, no direction. So you're just kind of like, I don't know, and you can't just sit still either because you'll die. But you could, you're trying to find shelter. You could also die. You could get lost. Yeah, it's just anyway. She died out there. And you got the whole thing where Gin also gets a one last radio message from her telling her it's so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's like
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, right there.
there.
We saw flashes of that multiple times throughout, but then we get to that. So they're going out there on the snowcat and everything. And at first, Shirashi's like, "Yeah, I'm good."
Yeah, they get to the base. They get to the outpost that they were trying to get to.
First, like, I'm good, and it's like no, and then they're like, "No, what? No, we're gonna find something,
some sort of record,
something to show that your mother was here.
Your mom was here."
And they find the laptop.
They find it.
And yeah, it's the password is Shirasi's birthday. And
they get the email and the emails because Shirase throughout this entire time has been
for
sending
the last
emails.
3 years.
Yeah, has been sending emails to your mom.
And then hundreds and hundreds of emails start to pop in.
All of her emails start popping up.
Yep.
And she breaks.
Yep.
And all of her friends are broken too, but staying out of the room.
And then we break.
and yeah, that
like it was like
really, it was heartbreaking. It was really well done though. It was.
That's the point. I think that's where the point where Shirase finally became real.
Yeah.
Like I think maybe I'm almost like want to say that up until that point there might have been a thing where she's like there might be a chance even though that's infinitesimally small.
Yeah, always knowing that maybe she's waiting somewhere.
Somehow she's alive. Yep. Despite all evidence to the contrary.
Yep. Until that point.
It's like that's the point where it's like it became real.
Yeah. And everything finally came tumbling down.
Yeah, it closed right. It's like, and that was the thing was I was watching the show and I was watching it every week, so I was keeping up with it. And animes are 12 or 13 episodes, and this is episode 12. Like, did they really just end it like that on that note? Did they do this to me? You can't do this to me. I came here to have a good time. Not this.
This is not a good time.
Yeah, I was freaking out. So I looked up. Okay, there is a 13th episode coming. Oh, thank God. There's going to be something else that doesn't end like this.
It can't end not like this.
Because that was like heart-wrenching. Oh God, I can't do this.
I
can't end like this. I can't accept this.
I'm not strong enough.
Yeah, and then you got the epilogue, which, more or less, the 13th episode was more or less the epilogue of them going home and everything. And
wrapping everything up, tying up loose ends.
Shirase, like, gives the laptop to Gin, because, like, you need this now.
I don't need this anymore.
Yeah. And then, oh, hey, look, there's one message in the outbox.
There's one message that never got sent out.
Yeah.
And then,
And then they're going back on the ship, and they look, and Kimari looks up and is like, oh my God, it's Aurora.
Yep, and they finally got the Aurora.
Because he was kind of, want to see the Aurora, kind of then realizing you're not going to see it because it's never night.
Yeah, it's
so summer. They got a little further north, and then, dark. Also the end of summer, and it's dark, and oh, hey, look, there's the Aurora.
Yep.
They got to see it finally, and then that's when Shirase got the email on her phone, because I guess Gin made the outbox send.
Yeah.
Finally. And she gets the email, and there's a picture of the Aurora.
Yep.
And telling her it's much more beautiful in person.
Yep. As they're looking up, seeing it. Like, yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah. And then, of course, so what'd you do with the million yen? Left it there.
I left it there.
Why? Why would you do that? You could have left anything there, not them. Yeah, I'm just like baffled by that. I was like, I could not do that. I need that money.
$10,000. Especially since they were all planning on going back on the next expedition.
Yeah, they wanted to go back.
It's like, you can use that money now to pay for your next one. Yeah,
because the other thing was, she was trying to basically, her whole thing with her money was she was trying to raise, because she's trying to raise money because, the expedition was having trouble because kept losing backers because, the death of Takako.
Yep.
Everyone went, nope. Someone died last time. We're not going to support another one.
Yep.
So, then that's the whole thing is the expedition's on a shoestring budget.
Yep. Because it's the first civilian expedition, because the rest of them were government sanctioned or were government funded ones, which most Antarctic expeditions for all countries are.
Yeah.
They're scientific research ones funded by government agencies.
Mm-hmm. But then this thing was that her whole thing was she's trying to raise money so that, hey, look, see, money. Now you have to let me on, right?
Yeah, I'm a sponsor now. You have to let me go. And they just said, no, we're not going to take your money.
The other thing was also Shirase at the end also just kind of remembering how she got all this money, like kind of slowly counting it out, and like this is where, all the things and all that stuff.
Yep. It also shows that she wasn't the winner of the contest, because right at the beginning of the episode, there was this 1 million yen contest That's what I thought it was at first, because I was talking about this win 1,000,000 yen.
Yeah, it was right in the back, but that was a little thing.
And then all of a sudden, here comes Shirase with 1,000,000 yen.
Yeah, that's the thing. Was like, I don't think it was supposed to necessarily imply this, just showing it's like, yeah, it's 1,000,000 yen. Which, yeah, because Kimari won the jackpot of, oh, look, I found 1,000,000 yen. Because she dropped it, right? But, of course, she had to give it back, and good thing she did.
Yep, it's a good thing. Even though I never spent it.
Yeah, and then also, like, her guy Kanata going back to the convenience store she worked at, and oh, look, there's articles about the trip up on the window, and Kimari gets to go back to a nice family, home-cooked meal with family and everything. Of course, there's also the thing where she messed up with her sunscreen and got a fun little tan. She felt so embarrassed because the only one who screwed up like that.
Yep. And everyone's laughing.
And of course they are.
What happened to your face?
What was it? One of them trying not to laugh and still laughing.
Still laughing.
Get off. That sort of
funny.
thing. Yuzuki going back, and her mom was, oh, you're back.
Her manager,
your mother,
who's also her mom. That's always an interesting relationship.
Yeah, that can really put a nasty strain on a relationship when I say, guess what, your family member is also someone who's kind of
how do you separate your work home?
Yeah, it's not great. And turns out, guess what? Yeah, it was kind of messing things up pretty bad for her.
Yeah,
like you could kind of tell that Yuzuki was almost getting resentful of her mom.
Yep.
Well, her actually was resentful, I think, just because, well, she's like, I won't want to do this anymore. She's just trying to get out of stuff now.
Yep, because usually, I mean, if your manager isn't your parent, you can just, stop and leave.
Or fire them or whatever.
Or find another manager or whatnot. You can get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's your parent...
Good luck.
You can't get rid of your parents. Well, you can, just... not through respected methods.
It's fine.
Yeah, it has been interesting with that.
Oh yeah, and good old Shirase did the good old the typical visual thing of change. If she cut her hair short.
Yep.
She had really long hair, and I'm going to cut it short now. Because that means I changed as a person.
I'm a new person.
So I must show it to everyone.
So I have a new haircut now. That is common symbolism.
Yep. The other thing we brought up before, fan servicey stuff, not really much. There was a bit where they were when they were trying to do the Takondo through the plan of seducing guys to get into the Antarctic meeting. They were talking about like boobs and stuff.
Yeah,
and I think there was close-ups.
Yeah, there was some close-ups there. It was mostly done just for humor and kind of poke fun at it, but
that's
ironic fan service is still fan service.
That was like just kind of, and there's also the bit where they're in the I guess the baths and whatnot, but it's again, they didn't really show anything, so it's like, that was probably the worst it ever got.
Yeah, it was really light.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's barely fan service.
Yeah,
it's more because
and a lot wouldn't even consider it to be.
Yeah, because it is one of those things. It's like it wasn't random. It wasn't. They weren't really too super creepy about it.
There weren't supersonic flapping boobs anywhere.
Oh gosh. It was. It's all the things that up front. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It also has a pretty interesting OP and whatnot. There's that, and there's the whole double ending with the pretending to eat them thing.
Well, this is 4.
No, do not.
No one can escape 4.
It was a really fun one, and honestly, one of my favorites of the year. And honestly, if Zombieland Saga didn't exist, it would have been my favorite from last year for sure.
It was very good. I really enjoyed it. I was not expecting those emotions, especially the laptop.
Surprise! Scene. Yeah, I'd made sure not to say anything because I knew it was coming.
Jeez,
I knew it was coming.
Oh, that I was like a knife straight through the heart. That hurts so bad. It was something that needed to happen, though. It was important and it was very well done. It still hurt.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was very well done. So, have to ask, who's your favorite?
I told you, Shirase.
Shirase,
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I figured as much.
She's my favorite.
They're all very good. Can you guess mine?
I'm guessing Hinata.
Yeah.
You seem to be you kept steering the conversation back to her. It's like,
Yes, yes. That is definitely. I guess because
the
there's
short
a lot.
one who runs.
The short. I have my preferences. Shut up. Yeah, I like her personality too.
Yeah.
It's. Yeah. Yeah.
She's fun.
She is a lot of fun.
Yeah. What's really enough, and like looking up fan content stuff for this stuff is like barely anything. Fan
Kind of
fiction
light
wise
fan what?
Yeah, it's like there's.
It needs
I'd like
more.
that archive of our own. There's 7. That's it.
You don't need to write news stories because what was there is already good enough.
But we got to ship them though.
Right. What's the big ship?
The 2 that you see the most of are Shirase and Hinata, or Shirase and Kamari.
Yep, those are 2 I was thinking as
That's
well.
pretty much it. And of course, it mentions Gin and Takako.
Oh well, that one, yes.
That's just a given.
That's just a given.
But yeah, it's fan art stuff. I don't see a whole lot of it. I see mostly just people posting gifs and stuff of it, like on the Cumber.
We do have Nendos.
Yeah, Nendos.
There's
they're
Nendos.
coming.
There's a Hinata and a Shirase at least.
Yeah.
I didn't see a Kamari one. Although the Shirase Nendo, one of the accessories, is the laptop.
Yeah, the laptop.
It's just
Oh yeah, I forgot. And they're doing a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds Nendo. That's a thing.
Why?
There's
a frying pan, right?
Well, of course it does.
You have to have the frying pan if it's PUBG. There's Hinata and Shirase Nendos, and I contemplated it.
Shirase, I think Shirase's coming out in July.
Yeah, the pre-orders are already closed. At least the first party pre-orders are already closed.
Trying to find it on the listing.
Yeah, just do a search. It's easier to search.
May. It's coming out in May, actually. Okay. And Shirase comes. Oh, the glove with the treasure and the laptop. Oh, and of course a crying face.
Oh, of course. That's why it's like, oh.
Jeez, guys. Oh, hey, the microphone.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, the useless sign.
Oh, yeah, the useless. I forgot about that.
Yeah, just like she's trying to do the presentation, like, no,
And
okay,
just
you're
couldn't.
done now. I want a penguin.
Pengy.
Pingu.
They're good penguins.
Yeah, Hinata and Shirase, yeah, they're the ones who get stuff. Oh, Shirase comes to the video camera. Oh, and her. Oh, the
yeah,
bit where she's crying, and kicking the snow.
She's got the snow, and the snow has a little cutout thing, so you can actually put her foot into the snow.
Yeah. Oh, and had the shaved ice.
Yep, and then the shaved ice.
Yeah, and they also get special stands, the little or something with either stands or covers with snow on them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So they look
Wasn't
pretty
neat.
cool.
yeah, they're coming out pretty soon. I don't know. I might.
I'm contemplating it.
Look, our favorite characters are there. They're the
know.
ones. Crap.
It's kind of interesting they have Hinata and Shirase. I don't
Probably
see a
because
Kamari.
probably the 2 most popular then. You guys
Probably.
admit those are the 2 most popular.
Yeah. For me, with Hinata, it's just she has a lot of depth to her.
All have depth.
They all have depth, but I think with Hinata, it's that more depth underneath of the surface layer that she shows. She more wears this mask than say Kamari does.
Yeah.
And that intrigues me. Stuff like that intrigues me.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a great anime, and I'm glad I watched it way back then, because honestly I didn't know what it was when I just saw the title. I just saw people
Place
talking
further
about it,
than
and I thought,
universe.
what that means. I thought it was gonna be like some weird sci-fi or fantasy thing.
That's what I was when I heard the title. That's what I thought too. So
Nope,
this is some space thing, isn't it?
Nope.
No, no. The title comes from the name of the book that Shirase's mom Takako wrote. Wrote the book called "A Place Further Than the Universe," all about Antarctica.
Yeah, it's So anyway, yeah, I would highly recommend, if you haven't already, highly recommend checking it out.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And also, yeah, prepare for the emotions.
Yep.
Yeah. So
although we just spoiled it for you,
still hurt you. Bet you'll still hurt.
It still hurts.
So yeah, that's pretty much all of this I have time for. We probably could go a little more, but I have an hour. We have an hour. That's it.
We have an hour.
But yeah, if you like this, you can actually, subscribe. You can do so if you're new to weeaboo.libsyn.com. It's spelled Libsyn. Subscribe to the RSS feed there. And there's, of course, links to a whole bunch of our other destinations. You can find things, including Let's see.
See if you can remember where we got ourselves.
We are on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and YouTube. You can search for New to Weeaboo on all of those. We will pop up, or you can click the buttons on the the Libsyn site, and they're at the top of the webpage. You can see them right there. They'll be all pop up right there, no problem. You can subscribe to any which one of those, or just search for it on all of those. It'll work, no problems. Okay. So that's it. Hey, find a way to compress that all down. And you can also contact us, email newtoweeaboo@gmail.com if you want to, talk about this episode, whatever animes you watch, maybe a recommendation about what to watch in the future. I don't know. Did you really enjoy this one? Whatever. All that things. Or you could go do it via Twitter or @newtoweeaboo. Hey, what do you know? We're just starting out. Things are going.
Yep, I'm still feeling our way around.
Posted an unusually popular, just dumb meme image. But
oh, jeez.
just post that.
It keeps going.
We'll blame. So yeah, there's that. And of course, you can follow our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. He's at Alcatraz717 and _ at the end. Yep, still posting stuff there. Still playing the Love Live mobile game. Help me.
It's too late for you.
Yeah, probably. Once you're in Love Live, that's it. That's it. You're done.
Yep.
Just give up now. Yeah. So that was the episode. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you tune in next time. Hopefully next month we'll be talking about something or another. I'm not sure quite yet. Still figuring that out. Still figuring out what exactly we want to talk about. But don't worry, we'll have something. We have a month to think about it.
Yep.
So until then, bye guys.
See ya.